guiding light, readers and seekers in the night.
Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection. Good morning, Maureen. I hope everybody slept well. Today's that special day. Here in the United States, we have Halloween, which means all the kids are going to be dressing up as ghosties and ghoulies and coming around and getting candy and all this other wonderful stuff. And we have another Halloween party to go to. So this weekend, so that's going to be fun. Yesterday was fun. Well, I like doing tarot. Good morning there, Jenny. How are you? I was just going to say, so it was interesting and fun. I was doing readings for government employees. And there's so many out there right now. And it's a tough time for some people, so we need to think about that, because there's people who have not been getting paychecks and, being brave. All we can do is try and do this together and be brave. Am I dressing up? Yes. Oh, I should post what I am. So, if you've ever seen the movie Midsummer, our costume, which some people have, some people haven't. It's a folk horror. But Mina dresses up as the main protagonist in it. And I dress up as the guy in a bear outfit. And that's all I'm going to say. Except my costume has flames coming off of it. So. But where are we? We are taking an opportunity, because it's Friday, to not only try and look at the bright side of life here, but also do our daily reflection, that daily inventory where we can check in for things like, if we're not getting that paycheck we're normally used to, it's like we put on such a brave face, and we have to. But this is where we can check in and see, but how do I feel? Am I taking care of myself? Because as I always have to point out, does she wear that? She does. She has that dress. But when we're doing our morning inventory, it's that thing where, we need to be strong for other people, but we need to make sure that we allow ourselves to put ourselves as just important. So that we can let other people know where we are and how we feel. So that's why we do this daily inventory thing. Yes, she's got the white dress. She's got all the flowers. Let me see something here. I should have it right here. If you've seen Midsummer, so let's see if it focuses. So I am the bear, and she's got the little flag. She's also made a cape for herself. So, yes, I'm the bear. I'm the guy who gets placed in the bear suit and then put in that burning building. So it's Halloween, though. So anyway, we are, again, taking ourselves into consideration this morning. And we are going to think about, let's see, putting our feet flat on the floor. Oh man, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. So now I'm throwing my light switch. What's that light switch say? Let's see, feet flat on the floor, butt doing the kitty dance, getting our butts comfortable in our seat, checking in where the shoulders are, because that's always important. Because we can say we're the bravest people in the world and we're helping everybody, but when our shoulder's up here, it's like we know that we're draining ourselves and we're giving back to ourselves. Then where's our neck at? Okay, so let's see what we have today. So again, this is our chance to check in with the universe, see how we're feeling, see if we have any angers or resentments, or if we're not taking care of ourselves by not looking at where we're at. And as I like to say, the universe holds up a mirror and asks us, what do we see? And I use the tarot for that, but you can use yoga, any other meditations, anything like that. So I've created our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path, this down another, and this one will take us in a totally different direction. And today, let's take a look at the bottom stack, or what I like to think of as things that are underneath that might be influencing us and we don't even realize it. And I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'll flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And this morning we are starting with the Queen of Cups. So cups, the element of water, and queens are the element of water. Well, cups are about our spirituality, our emotions, and our feelings. And queens are that earth mother. They take care of people. They put people's feelings, in front, makes them important when decisions are made. They are nurturing, but still they're a queen, so we don't take advantage of the queen. But with the Queen of Cups, it's all about being nurturing, being open, and it's a very spiritual card. It's one of those cards that knows that spirituality is a cycle. We give and we receive. And so, court cards can be us or somebody else. They're not male or female. It's masculine energy, feminine energy. And so I strive to be like the Queen of Cups, so that I want to be giving. And it's one of those things that we can strive for. So the next card is the 5 of Swords. So, again, we recognize sometimes that we give and we give and we give. And if we don't do things like this meditation where we're paying attention to ourselves, swords are our thoughts, our ideas, and our anxieties. So being a Queen of Swords, it's like we have an idea, we're young, we're idealistic, and we're giving. And then 2, we're making our choices in life. And 3, we're helping people grow. That's what we want to do. And 4, we get to that stable part. But sometimes we keep giving so much that a 5th sword gets thrown in there. It knocks us off our game. Something unexpected happens, and we forget that we can't control people, places, and things, right? We can't control people, places, and things, but we give, and we give, and we give, but we still can't control people, places, and things. So this is where the Queen of Swords can kind of get knocked off the game, because we are giving. And now we have the Page of Swords. So again, if swords are our thoughts, our ideas, and our anxieties, and pages are when we want to, or when we're open to learning new things. A page wants to learn to be a knight wants to learn to be a king. So this is when we're open to learning things, but this was reversed. So here we are as the Queen of Cups. And this is our desire to do the right thing, our desire to help other people. But again, sometimes we forget to look to our own mental health, our own spiritual health. This is where we forget that if my cup is not full, then all I'm doing is draining it by helping other people. Or I just don't have enough spoons anyway. So when we get to that Five of Swords, we just kind of feel like I don't have enough spoons. And then instead of coming at things like the Queen of Cups, we come at it like the Page of Swords. Because the Page, when it's reversed, it's being frustrated. It's about I'm trying and I'm not getting anywhere. And again, it's like I don't say past, present, or future because again, it's at scale. And the goal is to stay on top of that Five of Swords. And not let, or I should say the way like this, but it's that balance between our frustration and our anger because we give and we give and we give. And yet, are we taking care of ourselves? So I'm going to flip over the last card here for advice. And it's the High Priestess. So look at the High Priestess here. Okay? She has a book here that has all the knowledge that we need if we just listen. The High Priestess is our inner voice. The High Priestess is us sitting here together. We close our eyes, we prepare ourselves, and then we listen to that little voice at the back of our head. The one that we sometimes say, what was I thinking? I knew this, but I did it anyway. Or, when we're not certain, or we say we're not certain, but we really know. That's the High Priestess, and that's that voice. So, with this card reversed, it's a reflection of the swords, our thoughts that take over, the thoughts that kind of spiral, the things that instead of believing, when times are good, it's easy to be spiritual. When times are good, it's easy to be spiritual. But it's difficult when things happen. And so the High Priestess is our reminder that life is a big wheel, it's a cycle, and that we can strive even harder to be spiritual when things get tough, which is something I struggle with. And this is my wonderful reminder about that. That it's easy for me to say, I want to be spiritual, I want to be the Queen of Cups, until that bill comes. And then all of a sudden I'm the Page of Sword reversed, like, what the heck happened here? And how da. So today, the goal is to take this High Priestess and turn it around so that the focus can stay on our own Queen of Cups, our internal Queen of Cups, so that she has the weight, so she has the majority, so that when we find ourselves in a situation where we want to control people, places, and things, we can take a breath and say, you know what, I need to fill my cup first. I will help you, but I can't give you everything I have. I can give you a pint of my blood. I'll go to the doctors, but I can't give you all of my blood. Which, in times like this, I see people who are willing to just do a transfusion, and if it's like, if 5 gallons will help you, I'll be okay. When in reality, a doctor would say, we just need a pint. So today, it's about taking care of ourselves so we can take care of others. putting ourselves first so we can put other people first on an equal par, but not be drained. It's about recognizing the Five of Swords and being the Queen of Cups to try and overcome it. And so, with that, I hope everybody once again has that amazing, amazing day. I hope everybody's taking care of themselves, because right now I'm letting you know we all recognize your Five of Swords. And that it is, saying to be spiritual is easy if I'm not in your shoes, right? But the goal is just to help each other so that we can listen to ourselves and care enough to follow through with that little voice in our head. So take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'm going to have a fantastic time at that party. Thank you, Maureen. Happy Halloween, and I will see everybody again on Monday. Take care.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems.